If you feels like nothing is going my way, then here is the story. The morning started like any other for John. He left his apartment in a rush, coffee in hand, and hurried down the street toward the train station. He was late for a job interview that he desperately needed. As he reached the corner, a stray dog darted into his path, and in his attempt to avoid it, John tripped, spilling his coffee and tearing his resume in the process. Disheartened, John turned back to his apartment to change and print another resume, knowing he would miss the interview. He couldn't shake the thought that the universe was against him. Later that afternoon, John decided to take a walk in the park to clear his mind. He sat on a bench, watching people pass by, feeling like his life was spiraling out of control. Rough day, a voice asked. John turned to see an old man sitting on the bench beside him, his face kind but withered. The man chuckled. Let me tell you a story. Decades ago, I lost my first job. I was devastated. But because of that, I took a job at a small startup nobody had heard of. That startup grew into a global company, and I built a life I never imagined. If I hadn't lost that first job, I wouldn't be sitting here today, grateful for every failure that led me here. Maybe, John said slowly, things really do happen for a reason. A week later, John received a call from a company he had forgotten he would apply to. They invited him for an interview, and he nailed it. It wasn't the position he thought he wanted, but as the months passed, he realized it was a far better fit. One day, walking through the same park, John saw the older man again and shared his good news. The man smiled. See, life has a way of working itself out. You just have to trust that every step, even in the hard ones, is leading you somewhere important. As John walked away, he realized he was beginning to believe it. Everything, even the setbacks, had happened for a reason.